Just an outrageous offense by Emre Can. I don't understand why he's still outraged. His teammates couldn't stay away and stood up for Neymar in this situation. And of course, the referee awarded the cheeky Can with a suspension. Let's tell him together. Get off the pitch. In this episode, you will see moments of unsportsmanlike behavior in football that blow your mind with their aggression, that will make your blood boil. Our first episode took place in the Italian Championship. Milan's forward jumped and put his spiked foot forward, ramming into the opponent Marco Materazzi, as it later turned out, injuring him. Obviously, the Swede purposefully flew into the Italian with the aim to injure him. Ibrahimovic himself admitted to this, saying, "If I had the chance, I would have broken both his legs." A Leeds United player injures an Aston Villa player in a game episode. The player falls on the lawn, but the referee does not stop the match. In such cases, it is recommended to act within the framework of fair play. But the Leeds players continued the match while the Aston Villa players switched off and didn't realize what to do next. The Leeds winger dragged the ball down the flank and put it into the net, causing outrage on the pitch. Did he do the right thing? Because the referee didn't stop the game? Write about it in the comments to get your opinion. Continues our selection of some of the most unpleasant players of the English Premier League. In a face-to-face confrontation between their clubs, Neal Maupay and Emiliano Martinez decided to remember who they really are. First, Maupay attacked Martinez's shoulder and Martinez was in pain. And then, Martinez decided to return the favor and running past Maupay, pushed him in the back. A light touch Maupay played as if a car had hit him in the back. Which of them is the best actor? Like Martinez. Comment, Neal Maupay. What a disgusting episode. I hate it when the coach interferes in the game. In a German league match, the opposing coach stopped the ball, and instead of giving it back to Leroy Sane, he started delaying the game and not giving the ball to the player in every possible way. What kind of reaction from the player did he want? What filth! A shove in the face. I hope this coach is disqualified for a few games for unsportsmanlike behavior. And in the City v Everton match, the assistant coach abused Kyle Walker. What the hell do they think they're doing? Remy Barcola breaks through on the flank and enters the penalty box. What? Why did you do that? A clear penalty and a red card. Javi, why are you being so hysterical? De Jong brazenly tackles a PSG player in the center of the pitch and the referee blows for a foul. Javi, what's wrong with you? It's a clear foul. Ousmane Dembele mocked Barcelona players and fans. What do you think of this behavior of the former Barcelona player? Write about it in the comments. Oh yes, Vinicius Jr. is in style as always. What a cheeky footballer. He breaks the rules in the center of the pitch and is genuinely indignant. A well-deserved yellow card. A funny situation happened in the match between Brentford and Tottenham. Our favorite Bees forward Neal Maupay scored a goal, and he can also score and celebrated it in a very provocative way. He mimed throwing a dart at a target. An outside viewer would say, "What's the big deal?" The point is that this is how Tottenham midfielder James Maddison celebrates his goals, so Maupay decided to make fun of him. But Maupay obviously doesn't know what karma is, because a few minutes later, Tottenham's Brennan Johnson scored a goal in return and celebrated it in the same way, thus saying, "Don't get excited before your time." Has anyone ever seen Erling Haaland so angry? But in the match against Newcastle, he was a real Viking. Newcastle defender Dan Burn fouled Rodri in a brutal and brazen manner, and Haaland couldn't stand it any longer and showed with all his facial expressions that he would eat Burn. Everything is stable in the Spanish Primera. Real Madrid are consistently beating Barcelona, and Dirty Ramos is consistently beating Messi. Nothing surprising, certainly not to me. Moving on. Mark Noble watched too many Harry Potter movies eyes and, for some reason, decided that he was Potter and Pogba Voldemort, and thought that with his magic hands he would expel him from Paul Pogba's body for such a brazen violation of the rules in the center of the pitch. But it was the referee who did the best job of banishing Paul from the football pitch. Has anyone heard of Dirty Villa? Here comes the dirtiest player from Aston Villa. McGinn knocks Tottenham's Udohi off his feet at speed and gets the players into a fight. Luckily, there were no bruises or cuts, but I'd have had McGinn sent off for that, but that's English refereeing. The competition for the most inadequate fans is won by Nice fans from France. Look at the horror they performed. Dimitri Payet got in a big way, and Marseille almost got into a fight with the entire fan stand. Brian Babel cynically infringes on an opposing player, and instead of apologizing, he starts messing around. What piggishness he shows. No sporting respect even after such a kick to the legs. Apparently, after Liverpool, he stopped being a player and became a dirty actor. A real spectacle of unsportsmanlike behavior and rule-breaking happened at the World Cup between Brazil and Switzerland. Neymar, as always, showed his carnival dances while the Swiss could not cope with the agile Brazilian and had no choice but to tear his jersey and kick his legs. By the way, only in one of these episodes, the Swiss player was honored with a yellow card. How do you feel about Neymar? Personally, I like him a lot. Incredibly talented ball player, but freakishly lightweight. Write in the comments will be interesting to read. A situation in which it is not clear who is being unsportsmanlike Ronaldo for such a stupid reaction or O'Shea for provocation. Cristiano is the fool in this situation because he fell for the provocation and missed the penalty. If you go to play football with your mates tomorrow and can't catch up with your opponent, just jump at his feet like one of the league players did. Of course it's a joke. The most disgusting offense in today's video. Arsenal fans' favorite. If you're here, you know who I mean. Of course, Matteo Gendusi continues to show how dirty a footballer he is, but Paulo Dybala has responded by showing who is a footballer and who is a rugby player. And I left the sweetest part for the end. Look at the nerves of a Mexican player at the World Cup in the USA. He was obviously up for a red card, but the US players decided to kick him off the pitch for unsportsmanlike behavior before the referee's decision. Well done, team. What about a selection of unsportsmanlike behavior from Brazilian cheeky Bruno Guimaraes? In this episode, he obviously forgot that he's not in hockey. Funny how the plush Michael Mudryk decided to show his anger and step in for his partner. However, he did well, and Bruno deserves to be censured. Friends, and this is the cherry on our cake, Vinicius Jr. What a disgusting and unsportsmanlike behavior he is. It's ridiculous to listen to him complain and cry at press conferences about people treating him badly, Vinny. Watch this match and you'll realize you totally deserve it. Dumfries is out of his mind. Why would he touch a player who was just celebrating a goal? Maybe I don't know the context of what's going on, but it obviously looks unsportsmanlike. Fully deserved yellow card from the referee. If you have watched to the end, then you liked the episode, and it deserves your like. I also recommend you to watch my other videos. They appeared on your screen. I say see you in other videos, and love football.